What's up?
Purse is missing.
When did you last have it?
The flower shop, I put it back in my bag. I can see myself doing it. This is all I need.
Where else have you been?
Cemetery, to lay flowers on Shirley's grave.
Come on.
Where are we going?
Hope you look for it.
What about your refs?
I think this is more important.
Steve! Do you still want to be involved?
Yeah, of course. The Scott Burnett sisters demanded a lift home. Morel's nominated you.
Is it something I've said?
No.
You've been right off with me all morning.
Don't have to be chatty all the time.
Of course, it could be post-traumatic stress. You mustn't rule that out.
Look, you shut up!
What have I said?
It wasn't me who said there was a knife.
Sorry?
You said, was there a knife? And I said, maybe.
I don't get it.
There never was a knife.
Well, why didn't you say that at the time? Surely you're not trying to make out you were braver than you actually are?
Sorry, but what's upsetting you so much?
Goodness knows. Perhaps it's something to do with being told my brother's a murderer. It's silly, isn't it? Your colleague, that detective woman, DCI Morel. God, she was obnoxious. And she wonders why I don't want to talk to her.
Well, perhaps you could talk to me.
I had the flowers with me, so I can't see how my purse would have fallen out along here. It's probably when I was at the grave.
Are you looking for something?
It might be. Why?
It wouldn't be this by any chance, would it?
Oh, I don't believe it.
Hey. Funny enough, I just finished it. I was going to drop it off at a cop shop on my way back.
Oh, thank you so much. Look, you made me cancel my credit cards.
Be grateful.
Oh, where did you find it?
Just by one of them graves up there.
Oh, it must have been when I was laying the flowers. Look here.
Oh, don't be daft.
No, I want you to. Go on.
Look, I can't take your money. I didn't do anything.
Here. Look. I'd have been really cut up if I lost that. No, you see so many bad things in this job, and then something like that happens, and it really restores your faith in human nature, doesn't it?
Did you, notice the wheelbarrow?
No.
We had half a ton of flowers in it.
So?
Well, why would someone have a wheelbarrow full of fresh flowers and be going out of a graveyard?
It's a bunch of lilies. I paid 25 quid for those. I'll get my hands on that little...
Well, that was a waste of time.
You've been ages.
2 hours trying to get hold of Davy. The silly sod's disappeared off the face of the earth. The good news is we're not in it.
I take it we've missed the morning tide?
Yep. Davy's going to pick us up in his Land Rover at 6, which means we've got another, 5.5 hours. He's really off with me. Something's not right. The fact is, there's no plan B, so we've got to trust him. What have you been up to?
Waiting for you.
It's not like you. You normally use a knife.
Davy was here. That's why you couldn't find him.
And you were going to drop that in the conversation at what point exactly?
He didn't mention he'd seen me then.
No, curiously enough.
He just wanted to check your story out, that's all.
And you said?
That it was true.
Did he believe you?
I think so.
How long was he here?
No more than a few minutes.
So why didn't you tell me, honey? Thing like that. Why didn't you tell me as soon as I came through the door?
Well, I was going to.
Lie!
Go.
Those are my lilies.
That's Pete Thomas. He's a right villain.
Some flowers for the lady?
I've only got soy milk. I'm allergic to dairy.
Oh, no problem. Cheers. So why didn't you and Scott fall out?
He broke our mother's heart. She was dying. He knew she was dying. Him and Karen had a holiday booked. He didn't want to lose the deposit. A load of cobblers, of course. The insurance would have paid up, but he just didn't want to see it.
He seems so charming when you first meet him.
Mum adored him. He treated her like dirt. When that detective lady told me they were after him for murder, I was surprised, but not that surprised. He always had a cruel streak. Karen was an idiot. She should have left him years back. She'd bought into the lifestyle, and that was that.
Only I've got a personal interest in this. His new wife, the one he's run off with.
Another bimbo, I'll bet you any money.
Well, she used to be my girlfriend. So I'm very anxious that he gets caught. If he was going to run away, where would he go?
Him and Karen used to go abroad, but I told all this to the detective lady.
I mean, in this country, is there an old friend or family you might turn to? You might not think it's significant, but it might just be the piece of information we're looking for.
There's Mum's old address book under the stairs. You can have that if you like. It's horribly out of date, but it might be of some use.
Yeah, that'd be great. Cheers. Is this Scott and you as children?
1,000,000 years ago now.
Come away from the window. Someone might see you.
Is he Casper? You spoke to CID, yeah?
I ain't had a chance yet, Mum.
What? I don't... Gary, here. Busy Casper here was threatened with a knife yesterday. Would you put an entry on Chris and do the initial investigation, please? Thank you.
Find us later, yeah?
I'm an environmentally friendly criminal. I recycle.
You're actually a thief, Lee.
Well, who was I thieving from?
You know very well.
They're dead.
That's not the point.
Look, laying flowers is like symbolic. Once you've done it, you got what you paid for. Who am I hurting?
Me, for one. One of those bunches of flowers was for a friend of mine.
You know what you're doing now, don't you? You're letting your personal feelings interfere with your professional judgment. Look, they're only going to end up on a compost heap. This way, I'm extending their economical viability and removing myself from the burden of the state.
Do you have a street trader's licence?
You're just being mean now.
We've been looking through our records, Lee.
Give me a break.
Well, you're not exactly the chirpy little streetwise barrow boy you'd like us all to believe that you are.
Year before last, you were done for handling stolen goods. Remember? 500 catering packs of baked beans found in the back of your van.
But that was all a misunderstanding. They were for my own personal consumption.
And it was just a coincidence that your cousin Pete was working in the college canteen where the stuff was stolen from.
Absolutely.
The fact is, he was the one doing the thieving, but you were the only one who was done for it. Doesn't seem at all fair, does it?
Well, who said life was fair?
What's your cousin Pete doing these days?
You'd have to ask him that.
No, he don't. Because we phoned the hospital. He's working there in the kitchens now, isn't he? And it was him who made a quick exit when we arrived.
Apparently, the hospital's looking into a 5% shortfall in catering stocks. That's a lot of baked beans. It's just a coincidence that your cousin Pete's working there now, is it?
No comment.
It says here, you got 6 months, suspended for 2 years. Now, where are we now?
Right, you might look at it as recycling, but a judge is going to see it as thieving. And with those 2 years suspended hanging over your head.
Hardly seems fair, does it? I mean, there's you looking at 6 months in prison for stealing some poxy flowers.
They weren't poxy.
Correction. Exquisitely beautiful flowers. And then there's your cousin Pete. Now, our information has it that he's swanning around in a flash motor, less than 2 years old. Now, how can he afford to do that on catering assistant salary?
You could help us, Lee. And do yourself a favour at the same time. Where's he storing this stuff, for instance?
I don't know anything about it.
Why don't you put your thinking cap on and see if anything comes back to you?